Another segment of the Warrens are full of shit.
Yeah, I don't know if we had any, like a legit title.
I'm just saying.
Yet, but
fuck those guys.
the next one I had on my list was the old Annabelle doll.
Yep.
It seems like the second most like well known of their shit. Now you bitch. Oh god damn it! At least they're not actually like grabbing her.
Yeah.
So everybody at this point would probably know them from like current day movies based on the most famous, like the well known of their movies, I guess at this point. The Annabelle story about the haunted doll that the movie depicts as like this creepy porcelain doll that's possessed by a girl who's really a demon. And that's what they would have you believe is what it actually is too. It's not just a doll. A girl died with that doll, and then she became a demon because the demon was really inside the doll. But first point of error, which I think most people are aware of,
fucking gods.
it's not a porcelain doll. Like, it's not a creepy porcelain doll that nobody in their right mind would ever buy because it just looks creepy and haunted to begin with.
Fuck would buy that? Something that you would end up buying something that looks innocent, like, you know, a fucking Raggedy Ann doll.
A simple old-fashioned Raggedy Ann doll.
Doesn't that sound a little familiar? Annabelle?
You know,
Raggedy Ann?
Most
Annabelle?
people have, like, or had one of those things. Well, back in like the 70s, I think is when that took place.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm looking the wrong way. No, I'm looking the wrong way. Where? This is where... Again, I need to do better at the... having the information pulled up beforehand. But, you know, like most of their stories, thing haunted, thing has demon, thing is really not what they say it is.
Yeah.
The Annabelle doll, not as spooky, not as scary, not as evil as they would. It had no real evidence.
All she does is sits in a box.
I can feel
cutscene.
growing ever so strongly inside you.
Sadler!
My heart. You're breaking it.
You can resist, but you cannot disobey. Now, come to me, Ashley.
Yes, so they say in 1970, two nursing students had picked up this doll and he was doing some strange things in their house. And the old Warren family came in and we were like, it's possessed by a woman named Annabelle Higgins. You know, generally speaking, when it comes to like haunted things, haunted dolls, like there's an actual haunted doll known as Henry that's in like this certain museum.
Yeah.
If they say like, if you tap on his glass, you talk shit, he'll put a curse on you. And if you go to his like exhibit, it's filled with like just apology letters and shit that people sent into him. Cause they're like, please take this curse off me. I'm so sorry I did what I did and shit. But like, it's one of those, you treat it well, it's not gonna fuck with you. They say this doll, it's like these girls, they picked it up and they felt compassion for it. They felt bad. They're like, alright, even if it is haunted, we're gonna take it in. You know, no problem. No harm, no foul. And they took it in, didn't do anything wrong with it, and it just decided to fuck with them which really doesn't make any sense
Eh,
for like ghosty things.
this is
You
just
know,
evil.
because that's the shit that like what what Diva's always saying. It's like just don't mistreat ghosts, don't antagonize them, don't do anything like that, and they won't fuck with you. So that's already kind of like a fluke, right there. Let's see what happens. But they say, it just suddenly, it started fuck with them. It started doing evil things. So they called the Warrens back in, and they're like, oh, Annabelle Higgins, she's really a demon.
It's like, demon. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they were just like, she's a demon. They didn't really have any real
Our
fucking-
plan. Okay.
That's really smart of them. Bum, 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 bum. Release the shit in the United States of America. Oh, it's my best friend. He's gonna come up when I go through this door. My best friend. Krauser.
What's the news on our
Him and me have the same knife.
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it.
Okay, let's see what happens after this cutscene's done.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met
Intimidating.
Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
I mean, again, I need to do more research on this shit, but let's just say that, long story short, the Annabelle doll, also full of shit, also fake. Nothing there. No scare. No spook. No specter. They have no evidence. They
Just a
took the
Raggedy
doll,
Ann doll.
and there it goes. Shucks. Yep, just like my other game.
Fiddlesticks.
Here's what I thought would happen. The game froze. The console froze. I'll have to continue this game in a different costume. Surprise to start from the beginning, which again, not a problem for me. But before we go, let me just leave it on this final note about the Warrens. With like, they had that doll, they took it in because after some bad shit was going on, they were like, "We'll take it because we're heroes." Took it in their place. They put that sign. You'll see, if you look up anything with the real Annabelle doll, they have it under that glass case that says, "Positively do not open. Haunted doll will kill you." And they will tell anybody who goes in that store, or did when, they were, Ed was still alive, and then the other bitch, she's gonna die soon anyway. Now, like, there was once a guy who came in, was fucking with the doll. So, he was like, kill me, do something, try something. You can't. And then he left, got on his bike, and got into a wreck. There's no real evidence of any bike accident around their area or anybody who died. The character that they say died after that never really existed. Like, there's no medical records, no police records. There's nothing like that. It didn't actually happen. They made it up. They made it up. As simple as that. But here's the thing. They weren't clever enough to come up with it on their own, because really, the theme that you're gonna find is that a lot of these cases are just the same thing happening over and over and over again. They're not clever enough to come up with their own ideas, so the haunted doll thing, which was the only real, like, unique thing compared to the rest of their cases, was not an original idea. They got it from the Twilight Zone. One of the most famous episodes of the Twilight Zone, one of the better episodes of the doll that the dude buys for his daughter that turns out to be alive and wants to kill him. Like, they couldn't even come up with their own thing on that. That's just laziness. That's kind of laziness. Come on. I can't even respect you in that regard. I don't respect you at all. But if you're going to rip off the Twilight Zone, of all things, in the 70s, in 1970, when Twilight Zone was still, like, probably being shown on syndication.
Yeah.
Just fuck you, people.
Bunch of liars.
Yeah, I can't even get the PlayStation thing to pop up.
Shit.
Yep, console froze.
Well, great.
I expected this to happen. I was anticipating this. Gun wet blanket.
Not the most
But,
exciting end to a session, but jeez.
I know, very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I need to do more research on these warrant cases that I can throw out besides just take my word for it. Just like you took their word for it, take my word for it. They're phonies. Because here's the thing, like we can probably get into this kind of stuff later on. I want to talk to Steve about this kind of stuff, just our actual beliefs in ghosts and things like that. I'm not a total I am a skeptic. But I'm not a total skeptic. I don't totally disregard everything I hear. Just everything the Warrens say. Like, I can easily get on shit. I know, like, you've got some personal experiences and shit. And does Diva, or does she just strongly believe?
Oh, she's got her little experience.
Yeah, we've had some things. Grandma's had me listen to an EVP that she had. She's like, I've experienced some things. I've seen some things. Like, I can believe if you throw some valid evidence toward me.
Yeah.
So we can get into that in a different one, more in-depth conversation on that kind of stuff. But Edward and Warren, go fuck yourselves. And you're dead. Warren, go fuck yourself. Non-creative fucking cheap bastards. And I think the Annabelle story is one of the least, like, harmful stories they've made up. Because I don't think anybody really got murdered or sent to jail or anything over that. They just really, like, spooked a couple of people that had this doll by feeding their fear.
Yeah.
Which is just as bad as having an actual ghost.
Oh,
The
right.
human psyche can do a lot more things than any sort of ghost can.
Yeah.
The next story, I promise I'll get more information on beforehand.
Yeah.
I'll come in with facts and notes. I'll write it all down. Yeah, I guess that's it for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. We'll come back to it another time.
Yeah, we'll start from square one, probably in a different costume, and I'll probably have to rebuy the gun so you can watch my progress on getting that money. Until then.
Till next time. Stay hydrated.
Sip, sip.